everyone. So Baker on the dark side, really dark side because I am not liking this task at all. I decided to make shrimp risotto, which I've never made before in my life. And I'm even gonna add a little lobster accoutrement, as they say, to it somehow. I got a deal on this lobster. But I am hating the deveining and peeling of this shrimp. I wish there was something easier because I've done maybe 6 of these and it's taking me like 10 minutes. I'm hating this. You don't have to do this in baking. There's no deveining in baking. Okay, that's all I have to say. That's my rant about starting my shrimp risotto. I'll be back when I'm done deveining. Okay, so I have got the shrimp deveined and the shells off. And so it's about a pound. I had a 2-pound bag, but I was like, I am not doing 2 pounds. And I can tell you, even though it said deveined on the bag, you should check because some of them were not deveined. So I am going to salt this with my light salt, as you know. And somebody told me that this keeps the moisture in the shrimp when it cooks. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of salt in that. And I'm gonna let that sit in the refrigerator for a little bit, okay? So now, I got this bargain for this lobster, okay? And I can honestly tell you that, yes, I've had lobster, but, you know, I never really thought too much about how you take it apart because I'm gonna be honest, my husband has done it for me. This is a very small lobster. So some people would probably try to suck the meat out of these little guys, but I'm not going to. I want to use it to make my broth. So I took all of my shrimp shells and I put them in here. And now I think I want to add some of this also, this lobster shell, to make flavor. So I've watched Gordon Ramsay do it. Okay, so I'm gonna try, this is from memory. So I remember they rock this guy and they take out the top. That's always the first step. And I'm gonna use this, to decorate. And then the claws, obviously. So obviously the claw meat is the best part. And I mean, it's already cooked. So I'm gonna take out this part and I don't know. Does he cut the knuckles? I don't know. I literally do not know. Okay, I'm just gonna take this out. And I'm gonna throw those in there. And I'm gonna take the legs and I'm gonna throw it in there too for some flavor. And because nobody's gonna eat those little tiny legs. There's no point in that. And all the gross stuff is in there, so we're not gonna do anything with that. Although it would be funny to put this on the plate if it would stand up. It would, yeah, that would be pretty funny to put him on the plate as a decoration. And then my plan is to, I guess, I've seen him cut it down the middle, right? Like, does he do it on this end? Or does he do it on this end? Oh gosh, I'm probably gonna slice my hand open. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you take the tail off? I don't even know. Oh, I broke him. Oh man. Well, that stinks. Well, I don't know much about lobster. As you can see, we don't bake with lobster. So, well, I don't think I did that right. So don't follow my instructions, but I'm gonna still make the broth. So I'll see you on the next step. All right, so I did finally get my lobster broken apart. Oh, Gordon Ramsay, how do you do it? I mean, what a mess I made, right? But I did get the tail out and I got one claw. So I was pretty proud of myself. So I left the head for decoration because I thought that would be funny. So I've got all of my lobster shells and my shrimp shells in here. And I'm gonna put 3 cups of water in here and some salt and some garlic. And I am going to boil this for about 15 minutes. And I think instead of just water, if I have it, I'm gonna add clam juice that you get in a bottle at the store just to add some extra fishy flavor. But this is gonna end up being my stock for the risotto. We'll see. I don't know. Never done it. Hopefully Gordon Ramsay will be proud of me. Help me, Lord. Help me. Hi, everyone. All right, so Baker on the Dark Side. So I've started my risotto. And what I did is I took half an onion and I softened it with salt and baking soda. So now this has been cooking for about 6 minutes. So that's all set. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 1 clove of chopped garlic. And we're going to add the rice. 3/4 of a cup of arborio rice. And we're just going to soften that up. And that's got to cook for a minute or 2 until it's like translucent and it's getting all those flavors. And I made the stock, and this is part of it. So see that? That's the color of the stock. I drained out all of the shells in a fine sieve, and then you should have like 3 to 4 cups left when you get done. So we're just kind of cooking this up a little bit. Just like that. Getting it so it's fragrant. Cooking up that rice a little bit. And then we're going to add, sorry about that, we're going to add our 2 cups of stock that I made. So this is just 2 cups of it. I'm going to put this in. Almost like the old rice-a-roni, when one used to do that, rice-a-roni when you were a kid. All right. Oh, by the way, I did find the clam juice, so I did add clam juice and water to my stock. Okay, so now it says I need to lower this down and let it simmer. And we're going to cover it, and it's going to be about 15 to 16 minutes, and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so now we have gone the 16 minutes, and we're going to take a look at this. So it is supposed to be that all of the liquid is gone. I also had to add half a cup of white wine, just so you know. So here it is. Looks good. Looks like all the liquid has come out. So now we have to add liquid back in. So I'm throwing in 1 tablespoon of butter. Give it some richness. And then I'm going to put in, it says half a cup at a time until it's creamy. So put about a half a cup in there, and you stir it till your butter melts and it's creamy. And so you're going to do this for about 3 minutes. And so I'm going to let this go for the 3 minutes, and then I'll be back for the rest. Okay, so we've had our 3 minutes, and it looks great. Look at that creamy consistency so that you can see the consistency. That looks perfect to me. I never made it before, but it looks perfect to me. All right, so the last step, one of the last steps, is we're going to put the shrimp in. So I had marinated the shrimp in the salt I'm going to put my pound of shrimp in. And I'm going to just kind of gently incorporate that. And then I'm going to add my lobster pieces. So I'm going to do a shrimp and lobster. So there's my lobster pieces. They're already cooked, so there's nothing I can do about that. And then I'm just going to stick this tail in the middle. Okay. And then we're going to turn the heat off, and we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we're going to finish it off. All right, I'm back, and now we've got our shrimp. So it looks pretty good, but I think it needs a little bit longer. So I'm going to give it a little bit longer. It said 5 minutes off heat, but they're not pink yet, so I'm going to give it a little bit longer. All right, so I did cook it a little bit on low for about 4 minutes extra, because off heat really didn't cook them. So it smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plate this pretty for my hubby. So I've got my Mr. Harry the Lobster on the corner of the plate. Let's look at the pretty side of Harry. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to call him Harry. And then I'm going to plate up the risotto with the shrimp and the lobster. Okay. Put that lobster tail on top. I flipped it over. Whoopsie. Oop. Let me try it again. Trying to make it look pretty. All right, there we go. So now I've got that lobster tail on top. See that? Mr. Harry is on there. Smell-o-vision. Okay. And then some chive. And I've got a little bit of cilantro on there just for color. So there it is. See that? And then a little bit of lemon for the flavor, like that. I got a little bit of garlic oil, special garlic olive oil that I'm going to drizzle over the top. And then, of course, some Parmesan. And there it is. Smell-o-vision. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Enjoy.